Hello, hello. This is Nina Erjovic, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the US, and let's talk all things new with stamping. So, as you know, I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I have been a demonstrator for 28 years, and I have been loving it. So, I want to thank you for joining me, and welcome. So, you'll have to tell me, what do you think about my new setup? You'll see a difference here in a bit. Let's see. It's been a hot minute since I've been on here, trying to figure out all of the tech stuff, and life, gets in the way. So let me know what you think about the setup later. Like I said, it's a work in progress, right? And I am doing a monthly newsletter. So if you want in on that, just comment below newsletter, and then I will get with you to get all the details so that I can send it to you. I would need your email address. And that's just the thing monthly I do to kind of fill you in instead of giving you all these texts, right? And so I got all kinds of notes right here that I want to make sure that I tell you about these things. So, as you know, today is May 5th, and that means our new catalog came into online. And you can order from it. So how cool is that? It's super exciting. And we also have online exclusives. So look at that. Oh my gosh. Winnie the Pooh. How cool is that? So this is just a printout. Now remember, online exclusives do not show up in any print. You can print this off if you'd like, or if you want to print off, I can send you the link to do that. Just let me know in the comments, and please comment with me. Even though this is a recording, please comment, because I will see them in real time, and so I can converse back and forth with you until I meet that FB and the YouTube quota for going live. This is how we're going to have to do it. So, and that's okay, just as long as you get all of the cool information, right? So I'm going to share more things with you, but do click down below the little subscribe button and subscribe to this channel so that you get all of the goodies, right? And you get to see all the videos that are happening. I do have several up there, so I'm trying to put more up there as we go. I'm going to be really working hard to make this consistent, but and if you want to just kind of fast forward, I will put some timestamps down at the bottom for you down in the oh my goodness, down in the video description, so that you can just click or fast forward through all of this other stuff that you don't want to see. However, this video is packed with a lot of information. I'll do another one with some more information of the catalog, so we can go through the catalog and discuss that. That will probably be tomorrow that I will do that. But click the subscribe at the bottom. Also click the little bell, because that will give you notifications when I have uploaded something, and that would be fun. So let's see what else. Okay, let's see all my notes. Oh my gosh, and I talk fast when I get excited and when I get nervous, and this is kind of nerve-wracking, but this is not edited. It's going to be real time, real life, right? I do every now and then edit and put captions. If there's something that you need to know, or I misspoke and I need to correct that, I will do that. But I try not to do too much editing as far as taking things out and putting things in, because you have to know I'm human and this is real life, right? Okay, so I am going to go down to the work surface, and this is so cool. I don't have to mess with my camera. I just have to click a button and it goes down to my desktop. How cool is that? And you'll see me up in the right-hand corner. Now, on days that I'm not too presentable, you will not see me on my face on the videos, but you will see my hands. Okay, so let me go ahead and go down to the tabletop. Isn't that exciting? I am so excited. So I can't take all the credit. I did do a lot of the credit. I did do a lot of the figuring out, but then I got stuck and had my son come down and help me. So Jared, he helped me, and then my husband came down and helped me set up some more stuff and move things around. So the background is pretty for you. So I'm just going to scoot over here a little bit off camera. Okay, so I showed you the catalog. I also showed you the online exclusives, right? Now, every month we have product of the month. you spend a certain amount, and then you get to pick this for an amount, like $5. So with this one, this month for May, it is the Berry Botanical Vellum. I'm going to put it down here so you can see it. The Berry Botanical Vellum. This looks like it's going to be amazing. Now, this month, just so happens you have 3 that you can choose from. You only get 1 a month, so kind of pick and choose wisely. Remember, the older months will be limited supply, so they will go out quicker, or if it's a popular item, it will go out quicker. So this month is Berry Botanical Vellum. And then last month was this Eyelet Blooms. It's a die, so I thought this one was really cool. And then the month before that was Notes of Spring. So this one will probably, I can't say it's going to sell out faster. I'm just going to say that there probably is less of these than some of the other ones. So remember, in May, you only get to choose 1. So kind of figure out which one is your favorite and then put that in the cart. Now, once you get up to those certain quota, the $75 is the quota. Once you get up to that amount, not quota, but that amount, a window will pop up in your screen, and it will say, you know, something about the product of the month. If you click that, you'll get to see what your choices are, okay? So that's an awesome thing, all right? So don't forget that. So this one is new this month, and that's the Botanical. So this is the first time I've done a video with this system and setup. So it's kind of hard to remember. I have to look up, and you can see me, or I look down. So like I said, sometimes you'll see me, sometimes you'll see just my hands. But today you're going to see me. Okay, then, let's see, let's put that one aside. Then we have new starter kit options. This is amazing. Now, this is through the 5th, from the 5th today through the 31st of 2026, which is this month, right? For $99, you can choose $125 product of your choice, okay? That can be new stuff, that can be anything, right? And then you get to either choose the in colors. Let me see. Pick my favorite color here. The new in colors, then that is in the magnetic case, which is this right here. So this is our new cases, only for the 5 in colors for 2025 and 2025 through 2027 in colors. No, 2028 in colors. Yes. And so they're magnetic, so they come apart really easy. And then, so they open fantastic. And that's the main thing I like, especially when your hands hurt or you have arthritis, carpal tunnel. These are great. So you can choose all 5 colors, and those 5 colors are Crisp Cantaloupe, Barely Blush, Golden Glow, Peaceful Pine, sorry for the reach, and the other one is Hydrangea Hue. So these are the 5 in color. So you will get all 5 of these for $99, plus $125 worth of product of your choice. And you can get these. Now, these are running $14 a piece, so that's quite a bit. 28. So that's a lot, right? Okay, or you can add another $35 to your $125, which then makes that $160 worth of product of your choice. So you can choose either one. So if you want more information, I can put that link also, but you can just sign into your account. Please make sure that I'm your demonstrator. I would love that. So that you can always call me, right? That is if you're not working with another demonstrator. I do not want to take anybody's customers. So if you're not working with a demonstrator, I would love to be your demonstrator and also you on my team. So that's where this comes in. So this is amazing, right? So to get all 5 of these in your kit, how cool is that, right? And these are good for 2 years. So 2025, 2026, and they'll go out. No, because we're in 2026. Oh my goodness gracious. 2020 out. 2028, they will leave. And new 5 colors will come in. That's how the in colors work. Okay? Now, so that's that one. Then we have 2 new kits. 2 new kits. This one here is a card kit. So this is Pretty Party Kit. Okay, and then this one is the other new kit. This is a Serene Scenes kit. So these will make some awesome cards, both of these. Okay, you will find this on your account when you log in. Log in and then you go to kits. On the left hand side of your screen, it'll have different things that you can look up. And this is card kits, or I think they're called crafting kits. These two things are. And there's a bunch of them in there. And it comes with everything that you need to do that, with the exception of maybe scissors. Okay. So those are two new kits for this month. Then we have another card class. Now Stampin' Up! Has started card classes, which is amazing. I have taken several of them and I love it. This one is Paper Mixer. So this one is, it's to go live on the 21st of May. All right. And then it's at 2 o'clock Mountain Time, so it'll be 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And then, or if you can't make it that day, then you just watch it on demand. You know, you stream it and watch it on demand. Now, the kit, the actual class has a fee, and then there's certain things that you would need for that particular class. You can choose to purchase what they suggest, or you can just go off and do your own thing. You will also get entrance into a Facebook group so that you can work along with the employees at Stampin' Up! That does this class. They have great tips. You see lots of new things. You also see things like how the designer designed that particular paper or drew that particular paper, or sometimes it's how the stamp set came about. It's just super amazing to see. Take one class and you'll be hooked, let me tell you. And then these are just additional supplies. So once you've signed up and you've actually purchased the actual class, then you will get all this other information. But this one is called Paper Mixer. It is a craft class by Stampin' Up! And the actual class is on the 21st, which I want to say, I don't know, I don't have my calendar with me, but it might be a Thursday, I'm thinking. But anyway, I'll check on that. I'll also put something about it in the bottom. You can also find it on my website, theninaerjavic.stampinup.net. You can go there and then shop, and then you can go find the class there. So it is, you gotta get used to where things are. the craft class Paper Mixer. Okay, I believe it's $30 for the class, and then whatever your supplies are. But it's something that you'll have forever, right? You will get to go in and rewatch and pause if you watch it after the effect. Watch it. You could even watch it live, and then take your notes if you want to take notes, and then go back and rewatch it again so that you can actually do the projects with them. I just wing it and do the projects with them, and then go back and rewatch it and fix whatever I didn't like. Okay, which is not much. It's things I didn't like, right? Okay. Then the next thing I wanted to tell you about, Paper Pumpkin. If you like projects that are already decided for you, already designed, already cut, the pieces are ready, you may have to stamp the sentiment, you may have to stamp the background. It comes with an actual ink spot. I don't have one handy, but it comes with an ink spot. It also comes, the first one will come with a block. And then after that, everyone comes with a stamp set. Every Paper Pumpkin comes with a stamp set. And it is photopolymer, which is all we have now is the photopolymer, which I really, really like. You know, I swore them off for the longest time, but then once I started using them, it's like, it's like amazing. You can see where you've gone, where you've been, and where you're going all in one stamp. So that is super amazing. So I get this. I haven't posted it to my Facebook, but this gives us the 3 months. So this one here, right here, right? This one is for coming in May. So May 10th, before May 10th. Well, it closes out on May 10th. If you do Paper Pumpkin, we can get into this more, but check out Paper Pumpkin. And if you have any questions, just You know where I'm at, or you can even comment here, paper pumpkin question, and then I will answer those questions for you. And then in June, it's this one. So you kind of get a little bit of an idea of what the cards are going to be. So this one here will make 9 cards, 3 of 3 designs, right? This one here will also make 9 cards, 3 cards of 3 designs, right? And then this down here is just an add-on dies. So once you do your paper pumpkin, you place an order and you can order these dies that help expand your cards, okay? Once you're a paper pumpkin subscriber, you can also purchase either more full kits, or you can purchase refill kits, and those are only while supplies last. So you really want to jump on right away to get those. And those usually post around the 21st of the month, once all of the kits have been mailed out on the 11th. Okay, so this is a subscription. You can cancel anytime. You can also add however many paper pumpkins you want to purchase. But if you're going to cancel, or if you're going to skip a month, let's say you just want cards and you found out they're not going to all be cards, I will let you know in my Facebook group. And if you're on my social or on my text messaging group, I can text message the stuff to you too. And then if you tell me you only want cards, then I will look for the 3D items and let you know ahead of time. But you can skip, you can cancel anytime, you can buy as many as you want, you get access to all of the past kits that you can buy as many as you want. So there's lots of perks to this. It comes straight to your mailbox or to your doorstep. Mine's been coming right to my doorstep, so I think it's coming, I think it might be coming UPS, but I'm not sure. It might be different in the different areas of the US. But it's a great little thing for you to sit down and do for 30 minutes or 45 minutes or however much you want, right? Okay, now, however much time. So here are the dies. Here's a bigger, this is the bigger thing of the Wonderful Scenes dies, bigger picture. This was this last month's, which was Relaxing Water Side, which I haven't done this one yet. I have to do that. And then this one is the one for now. So this one's going to have some silver foil. It is, let's see, you have until the 10th. You have 5 more days to get this one, to sign up and then get this particular one coming to your mailbox, okay? So this one has some silver foil accents or paper. That's awesome. This one has the silver accents, foil accents, embellishments they call them. So you see a bicycle with a basket of flowers. So that kind of gives you an idea what that one's going to be, bikes and balloons. So that's a sneak peek of the paper pumpkin for the next 2 months, because we already passed 1 month, right? Okay, another thing I want to tell you is last chance. We used to have the clearance rack. We don't have the clearance rack anymore. We have last chance. So once a product is no longer in our printed catalogs, they will move to last chance if they have not sold out, right? So you need to go on and check the last chance. Actually, when you log into the website under your name, under your login, and you go to shop, you can shop the last chance list. It's up at the top header. You can drop that down and see everything that's on last chance. You can also see it as you scroll down all of the products. It will have a little rectangle that says last chance. And if it has a sale price, it will tell you that sale price too. So check the last chance. Once it leaves last chance or it's sold out, it will go right to the discontinue list, which means it's no longer available. So last chance is exactly that, only while supplies last. So if you see something on there that you really love, don't wait, because the next time you go on there, it could be gone, okay? So just to give you a hint, this is what the last chance list looks like right now. Okay, there are several pages, and this is just the stuff that was put on since April 1st, and there are several pages of these. And of course, there are French ones in here too, but that's quite a bit. And then this list also tells me when it's low inventory. So like I said, you really don't want to wait to get the last chance items. And then the discontinued list, it's huge. This is not all of it, but there's quite a bit that has been discontinued. So I kind of keep track of that so I can pull the stuff that is no longer current. And then I either sell it off or I'm in the process of doing that now. So that's the last chance. So let's go really quick. Let's see. Let me get my notes. So remember, if you like these ideas, you know, you want more information, you want an inside scoop from me as to what's going on with Stampin' Up!, please hit that subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up because that helps change the algorithm so other people can find me as well. So I will be, and hold me accountable, I will be doing more videos and posting them here on this platform. And if it's a short video, I may even be able to push it to the FB page, my FB, and that's at Stamping with Nina, all of them. My YouTube, my FB, my Instagram, they are all Stamping with Nina. Okay, so just make sure my face is on there because I know there is another Nina out there. Matter of fact, there's a lot of Ninas out there, but Nina Erjavik, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the US. Okay, so here's the catalog. Hopefully you got, I keep going off camera, sorry about that. Hopefully you got the catalog. I have looked through mine so much I have to tape the pages back together. But this is my master copy. This is my working copy. So it kind of looks a little ragged by the time this catalog goes. Now, remember, we have 3 catalogs now. January through April, May through August, and September through December. So each catalog is going to last 4 months. We will no longer have an annual catalog, which is the big one. We now are going to 4 smaller ones, which helps keep everything relevant and new, right? We're able to bring in new product and take out product that is not necessarily popular, right? And then with the online exclusives, that helps too. Now, don't forget the online exclusives because there are some fantastic products in there. So before we get to the catalog, let's take a look at this. So you can purchase this complete suite, and this here is of the Silly Old Bear. This is only in the US because there's some copyright or something going on that we can't have it in other countries, but this one is for the US. So this is super duper cute. I like buying the suites. The only discount that you're getting with buying a suite is when you buy a bundle, you get 10% off. So there's really no discount buying the suite except for you get all of the products that coordinate with just one item number, right? Otherwise, you would have to put all of these item numbers in to get everything that coordinates with Silly Old Bear, right? Okay, so I like to buy the suites. If I really love a suite, that's how I buy it. That way I have everything I need to do the cards, right? Let's see. There's some more things here. You just have to go on and log in. Make sure that if you're new to Stampin' Up, create an account. Go stampinup.com, create an account, choose your demonstrator. Hopefully it's me. But if it's not, that's okay too. I just want to share what I love, and Stampin' Up is right there, right? This is my happy place, one of my happy places, and then this is also my hobby. So, and I have a business, so that's a fun thing too, right? So, back to signing in. So create an account if you haven't already. Only use one email address, so put it in your phone or something, because what happens is that if you sign up for rewards, which I highly suggest you do, it pays you money back, which is amazing. So for for an order of $20 or more, I think you get 10% back. And after a while, that can add up, and then you can get something really a lot more expensive, right? And take that off, or it can help pay for your shipping, which is awesome too. I rarely save mine. I'm always using mine every order, but you can save those. So you also have to you have to click a little box that says that you want to sign up for rewards. So make sure you do that so that you get the rewards points. If you choose me as your demonstrator, please put that you check the mark that says you want notifications from me, because in that way I can help you with your order. And then you would put in your credit card number and all of that. It is super safe. I do not have access to any of that information. I do not have access to your cards anymore, or changing your email address or your telephone number or your address. That all is up to you to do that. But I can create a cart and send that cart to you, help you that way, and then you have to authorize it in order for it to actually ship to you. Okay, so just a few little things. We're growing, so Stampin' Up! Just wants to safeguard all of your information and, of course, protect us and them as well. So, with that said, now every other month we have online exclusives. This is the packet for March, and these are all still in there. I don't know of any that have been put on the last chance list or retired. There could be, but this is quite a bit of packet too. So all of these are still on there. Anything that is an online exclusive is still on there unless it has sold out. Okay, so key there is don't wait if you know you want something. Okay, so this is a fun. Remember, bundles, even in the catalog, bundles, when it's a bundle, you get 10% discount. And that's already figured in. Okay, all right. Let's take a peek at the catalog real quick. Isn't it awesome? It is fairly thin, so it's easy for me to ship out, and everything in here is it is just amazing. I like the setup. What you'll find is that everything is easy for you to find. Okay, let me see how long I've been going here. Does this tell me? Yep, see, I'm just still trying to get used to where everything is on this. Okay, I think we're good. All right, let's see. Okay, so in the front, it's just normal. Here is your table of contents. See, my pages are a little wonky. It's okay, right? Okay, then you have your icons down here that tells you, obviously, we have the N for new, so anything that is new is in this catalog. Now, all the catalogs moving forward would be in a similar format, okay, so that you'll get used to it over time. Somebody told me the catalog looks like a magazine. Well, that's what Stampin' Up! Wanted it to look like, but this magazine has everything to do with stamping and Stampin' Up! And the products that we have for you. Okay, so lots of fun things, and then they're in categories again. So we have step-by-step, quick and easy, and creativity your way. So depending on where you are in your crafting journey, you can be one or the other or all three of them, and you can utilize everything. We do have memory keeping integrated in, but please remember, if it is memory keeping, it does not mean it's just for memory keeping. If it's a card making, it doesn't mean it's just for card making. It means that you can use it across the board. You can use the stamps in your memory keeping. You can use the memory keeping things that are specific, like the paper and the stamps. You can use those in your card making too. So they're interchangeable, and I think that's why they're keeping it in the catalog together. I remember a long time ago we had a catalog and we had a memory keeping catalog, two different catalogs, and they kept them separate. But I think what they were finding is they're interchangeable, right? You don't have to do one or the other, which is so cool. Okay, so back to this. So of course you have some tools on the front. You can just keep going. Beautiful. Now here you go. Here is a suite of products. It has one number up here. It is new. Okay. It tells you the price of the whole suite. Everything that you see here is in that suite. Down here is the colors that are in the designer series paper. Keep in mind too, all of our stamps are designed by our designers, and all of our designer series paper is two-sided except for some of the specialty papers, but they are designed by our artists, and they are drawn or they're painted or they're photographed. It's amazing, right? Okay, so that kind of gives you a better appreciation for the designs of the paper. And I can tell you, these papers are amazing this time, like they are every time, right? Okay, so here we go. So as you see. And then, of course, you have some samples here. This down here is the picture behind these color swatches is what was the inspiration for those colors, okay? Let's see, and then back here, some more coordinating products. This is memory keeping, but remember, you can use this stuff in your card making as well. This is the two-tone cardstock. If you haven't used that, it is amazing. Use it in your embossing folders and then sand it lightly so that the other color comes through. Actually, it's a white core, so like it's crisp cantaloupe, solid color, and then on the other side it's a lighter version. But if you put it through your embossing folder, and especially a 3D, and then take a little sanding block and sand it, the white will come through. So it is a white core paper, okay? Here is the memory keeping. It's called a scrapbook workshop. I will hit on this a little bit more because my husband went with me to On Stage, which is our annual get together with Stampin' Up. We used to call it a convention, but now it's called On Stage. And I want to do a scrapbook of our time there because he got to join me because he is a support demonstrator. So he was able to get everything I got, see everything, hear everything, which was pretty amazing. I think he was overwhelmed, to say the least, because I'm always overwhelmed, right? Okay, so let's keep on. Waterside Retreat. I've seen this at convention. It is amazing. See, I'm still calling it convention. It's called On Stage. Valley and Bloom. I'm going to see this suite on Thursday when I meet with my stamping friend Sherry. She got this suite, so I can't wait to see it. Because Lily of the Valley was always my favorite when I was growing up. I don't know if you know that about me, Sherry, but it is. Or it was. And then Scenic Coast. My friend Sherry's got this. It is amazing. We also did a card with this when we got together with a couple, my daughter, actually my daughter and a previous Stampin' Up! Demonstrator on my team. Hopefully she comes back. That'd be nice. And then this one here, I got this paper at convention for free as part of a prize patrol. So this one, I have this suite. And then here's some more supporting products for that suite. This one is all the white is velvet in the paper, so it's a velvety paper. So I can't wait to get this set. I don't have that one yet, right? I do have this one, Moonlit Flora. This paper is absolutely gorgeous. One of the papers I do not even want to cut. I just want to put it in a 12 by 12 frame and frame it with maybe some words done on my Cricut or something on the top, and then just put it on the wall. It's that gorgeous. Here's some more things. This is new, Phrases and Framelits bundle along with the Opulent Oasis bundle. This one is an impressions die. You will need, actually I gotta figure out, I think I'm backwards. This, oh my goodness, it's over here. This machine is the one that you would want to have with the impressions. The impressions dies. Also, you would also need the impressions mat. They call it a plate, but really I don't think it's a plate. It's more of a rubbery mat kind of thing. So what you're going to notice is that you have all the suites in the front. Now you have the bundles, so all the bundles, and what you're going to notice is I'm going to pull this up close so you can see it. See how it says suite here, and this one says bundle? So when it says suite, that means it's part of a suite. How many times, show of hands, right? How many times have you ordered something twice, or 3 times, or 4 times? I've ordered it twice. I haven't ordered them 3 times, but twice I have. So this will tell you that it's in a suite. So if you know you have that suite, the Lily of the Valley suite, you know you have this set because it's in the suite, right? This one is the bundle. And then farther back, so this is all bundles, and remember you get 10%, right? So these are all bundles. And then we're going to go further. So these are more bundles. This is our new Stampin' Positioner. So this is new. I do have this. It takes it's different than the one we used to have, but it's a good tool. It's a very good tool for making lots of cards, for precise placement. If you put something crooked, you can stamp it again. If you misstamp something, you know, you've got the placement there, you can stamp it and keep making it darker. This is awesome. Then we go into stamp sets. Now these stamp sets are standalone. They do not have dies that go with them, but they could work with other dies that are in our collection, okay? So look at your dies a little differently. Look at your stamps a little differently. You may come up with some other things that were never thought of, right? Okay, let's see. So see, here's one of my pages. Yeah, I gotta take that down. So again, we're still with stamp sets. Now, here we go here. I'm gonna lift this up so you can see it. See this one? It says it's in a suite and it's part of a bundle. So, just because these are in the stamp section does not mean that they're standalone, okay? So it will tell you if it's in a suite or if it's part of a bundle, okay? And it also tells you how many stamps. So let's go over that. Right here it says it's new. Right here it's got the number, how many stamps are in, actual individual stamps are in that set, what language it comes in. This one happens to come in English and French. And then, of course, the price, okay? If you see anything highlighted, that means I already have it. Yeah, I know, right? At convention, on stage, my husband, they were demonstrating something. He's like, do you have that? And I'm like, yes. So he only asked that one time, so thank goodness, right? He doesn't care. He really doesn't care. He's got a hobby of his own, so yeah. Okay, so enough said on that. Okay, and it's not a bad hobby. It's a good hobby. He is a geologist, so if that tells you anything, yeah. Okay, so then here is more stamps, right? And it does say bundle and suites. This one here we did get at convention, on stage. I know, right? This is $1 million sales. Achievers stamp set. Once you hit $1 million in your career sales, you get to go to Stampin' Up. They treat you really great. And you also get to work with the creators and create a stamp set. So that was pretty fun. That was from Sue Campfield. And she said she wanted a stamp set because she was on stage, And she said she wanted a stamp set that had an outside sentiment and an inside sentiment that matched, an innie and an outie that matches together so that your card is complete. And that's what she did here. This one just so happens to be also part of a bundle, which is, let's see if I can get to it real quick. Yes, phrases and frames, this one here. So this is the bundle, and these frames are amazing. And they also, these are the impressions dies. Excuse me. So you will want the impression plate, which is really a rubber mat. So you will want that for sure. And you will want the machine right there, the white one. And that is also in this catalog here. Okay. Let's see. We're getting to the end here. So here's the one that you want. You want the large one. You don't want the small one. The small one is small. Okay. The small one is a small one. I want to say it's probably half the size as the big one. This one is great for anything that's mini. And I want to say, if it, let's see, trying to find one that says mini. It will, I think it gives you, in the dies, it tells you if they will fit. So you will be able to see. Obviously, these dies will not fit through there. This one will not fit through here. This one will not. But some of the flowers, some of the smaller ones will fit through here. Some of these will fit through the small one. I thought they gave, I thought they had a little thing that said mini, and it might be farther in the catalog where it shows them if it works with the mini machine or not. And then you have the embossing folders and punches. Yes, it kind of looks lean, but remember, we have in a catalog every 4 months, and you also have the online exclusives. So just because this doesn't have everything in it, doesn't mean that there's not a whole lot more to see. And just go to the online, or just go to the website, and then go shop, and then you can see everything. If you go to Nina or javik.stappinup.net. You will see, and that'll be posted down in the description of this video. You can click it and go right to the website. I do have samples up there with product that I used, so you might want to check those out. I'm in the process of adding more of those samples up there. So that's not only a website to shop, but it's also an for inspiration as well. And it's my website. So there's all kinds of things up there for you to see. So go check it out, right? Okay, so then punches, and then we have the designer series paper. Okay, so tons of paper. This piece right here is the one that I don't want to cut up because it's so pretty. It's so vibrant. So it's moonlit flora. It's like flora in the moonlight, and it's just breathtaking. This paper here is also breathtaking. In the center, it has like a glossy finish. So it actually looks like the sun or the sunrise, sunset is actually reflecting on the water, which is amazing. This one, Velvet Meadow, is got white velvety flowers. I haven't seen this one, the Valley in Bloom, yet, but Sherry says it is absolutely beautiful. So that is pretty exciting to see. Let's see, let's go back one. This is black and white, so you can do all kinds of things with this. You can use your Stampin' blends, which is our alcohol markers, to color those in, or just leave them just like they are. Or you can take your blending brushes and then color those in with your blending brushes. There's so much you can do with this paper, right? Okay, let's go on. And then, of course, then you get into more paper, designer series paper here. And then you have other papers, you know. The two-tone papers down here. Your envelopes are there. Let's see here. Then you have what's called mix and match. So these are already pre-cut, and in some cases they're already sticky backed. They're not, I don't want to say they're a sticker, because when you think of a sticker, you think of paper stickers, right? These aren't paper stickers. These are actually a die cut that has stuff on the back. They're beautifully drawn, beautifully done, make very quick cards or scrapbook pages, memory keeping pages. So it's really up to you how you use them. Just don't get stuck in the, it's a card or it's for memory keeping. It's all the same, okay? All right, let's see. Mix and match, there's more mix and matches here. These sayings, the greeting for all mix and match, I'm telling you, this will save you time because there's all kinds of black and white sentiments and sayings in here that you will love and you will really need. It's a great price. You get, doesn't say how many, but 6 pre-cut sleeves, 2 each of 3 designs, and they're 5x7. So this is amazing. Here are some labels, classic labels, so you don't have to really punch them out. You can just lay this on top, and there you go. Then this is memory keeping. Okay, some people use these little pockets to put their paper pumpkin stamps in, you know, so that they keep them all organized. I used to do that, but I have a whole different system now. We can, you know, I can give you not a tour of my stamp because right now it's kind of crazy, but I can show you some things that I actually do with storage. Okay, I'm in the whole like 3-year process of reorganizing my stamps, getting rid of some things. Yeah. Okay, then let's see. Oh, this is a new pad. Let me find it. I gotta reach up here. I redid some things. This is a new pad. This takes the place of the Stays On pad and the Memento pad. So we no longer have those. We only have this. It's a hybrid ink pad, so it works well with our Stampin' blends, okay? It works well with those, and you can also watercolor with it, so you can use your paintbrush and some watercolor and use your pads to watercolor. You can do that with this. The only thing I suggest is make sure that you stamp it and let it dry, especially if you're going to use the Stampin' blends, because the alcohol can smear a little bit if it's not dried all the way. So make sure it's dry. You can also use your heat tool to dry it to make sure it's dry. So you do want to do that. Remember too that this particular pad Will not dry on glass, will not dry on window sheet. I haven't tried it on vellum yet, but I'm thinking that that's a no on vellum unless you emboss it with powder and heat. Then I think you would be okay. But as far as just stamping it and then coloring it, it's not going to dry because that paper is coated. So any paper that's coated, this will not dry. Any non-porous surface, this is not going to dry. Okay, so you might want to hold on to that Stays-On pad for those if you'd like to do all that kind of crafting. Okay, so that's a tip on this, but it is amazing to have just one pad that does double duty, right? Okay, the gel pen is amazing. I really like it. It's a new formula and a new pen, so it does lots of fun stuff. And then here is your embellishment and all of your adhesives. Remember, there's more online, just on online store, period. Not only online exclusives, but online. Okay, then your tools and your inks. And then here's some more tools. So all of this is tool. Did you know we have soft pastels? Yeah, we do. We sure do. And we also have 2 types of watercolor pencils, which are amazing. And guess what? This is so exciting. We have the shimmer brushes. So they're in 5 colors. They're in all of the in colors, the 2026, 2028 in colors. They're kind of like, think of a Wink of Stella meets a re-inker. Yeah, right? And it's in those colors. They are gorgeous. They are fun. They are available. So let's see what else. Of course, your Stampin' Blends, you know, they don't have all the Stampin' Blends list. Well, maybe they do. Yes, they do. I like them. Okay, so Stampin' Blends, these are like your skin tones, your deep, medium, medium light, and light. So, so people, nature, and more. Okay, and then here is the in color. So this is just showing you that we have the new magnetic. I can tell you that our stamp pads will go to magnetic next year. So I do know that. So yeah, just plan for that. But this is just a test. These here are just a test. Just to test the waters. But this is how. Now this is not a foam pad. We had a foam pad before. Our current pad, well, yes, our current pads are foam, but they were having some issues with the ink not being quality control. Some of the inks would not be exactly, there was some kind of reaction with the foam, something to that nature. So they went back to felt. So these are felt pads. And it looks like it has a linen top, but I can tell you these come really, really juicy. So you do want to be careful. And then they just close like that. Okay. Now, if you wanted to, you could put this down and then put this on top. Okay, and it holds. Okay, so you can do that. Just be careful if you get ink around the rim, it will get on your ink surface. It didn't here because I was careful. So just be careful with that, especially if you're smushing to watercolor with this ink that's in here. If you get it around the edges, just beware so that you don't get ink on your fingers and your work surface, so you don't get it on your actual project. But this is amazing. I do put a label here. The labels are on the back. I do put a label on the bottom of the lid. Well, it's really not the lid, it's the bottom. I put it here. And then I put one on the inside of the stamp pad. So when it's like this, I can see what color it is. Okay, and of course the color is also down here, but it's upside down. So I like to have it right here. So that's how I do mine. You have to do what works for you and your stamping habits, okay? And then I did put like a little gem here. And it just, at quick glance of my tower, I can see what ones are in colors and what ones are not. And this is an in color because it has the little gemstone right there. And I put that on, okay? So just keep that in mind. All right, and then here's all of your color collection. Now, each catalog is going to be set up the same way. So you'll know exactly where to go to get your ink. You'll know exactly where to go to get your punches, your stamps, and your dies. And then, of course, the sweets. Okay, so that really makes it easy. And this will tell you here, you know, the ink pad color, you know, the 8.5 by 11, the 12 by 12, the ink pad, and then the re-inker. I always suggest get the re-inker when you get the pad. That way you always have a wet and juicy pad. And then, of course, your blends. Remember, the blends come 2 to a package. It comes, this one's not a good one. That is the lights. They always come 2 to a package, a light marker and a dark marker. I like to label mine with my Brother P-Touch. So I like to label mine just so I can see them a little easier when I pull them out and they're on my table, or I'm teaching a class and, you know, people can't see those itty bitty words right there. So it's much easier to read these, right? So you get a light and a dark, okay? And each blend has a bullet point and a brush right here, okay? So they're double tipped. All right, so that's that. So the in color 2025, 2027, and then the 2026, 2028 are right there. So how are you liking this new system of mine? Do you like it? You like being able to see me and see the product too? I like that. I feel like you're in the same room with me, even though you're not, but it does feel that way. So thanks for joining me. I appreciate you. Okay, let's keep going. We're almost done. How about that? Okay, then you have the basic colors, right? In the same format. You know, we don't have basic beige. Oh, yeah, we do. Do we have basic beige? No, we don't. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. I wonder if we don't now. Yes, see, we have basic beige pad. Duh. Basic beige. And then it tells you what ones we have in the ink pad. So we have crumb cake. And then up here, you know, our other colors there. And then, of course, pecan pie is over here in the neutrals, as well as early espresso. So on my system, I have the rainbow order with my neutrals to the side. Not my neutrals, but my browns and my grays. I have them to the side. I don't have them in my rainbow order. I just like the rainbow order. It's beautiful, and it keeps my reds together, pinks together, yellows together, greens together. So, you know, that's how I like to do that. Okay. And then, of course, you have your index. A couple catalogs, we didn't have the index, and people went absolutely crazy because the other catalogs were so hard to find things. This catalog is so much easier. I do suggest you highlight what you have so that's a quick reference to go to see. If you don't do that, at least go throughout the catalog and highlight what you have so that you know, okay? And then, of course, it tells you about the Stampin' rewards. You do get 10% off of any order over $20. You can save them up. They are good for a year, so you can, from the time that you earn them, so you can save them up and buy something huge, or you can spend them as you go, like I do, okay? Let's see. And then, of course, there's a page of what your demonstrator can do for you. So just call me, just text me, send me a message, Facebook message me. Yeah, jump on my Facebook page and send me a message, or message here in this video. So I think that's all I'm going to do for tonight, because this has been a long video. I think we've been on for almost an hour, if not more. Oh, 53 minutes. There it is, right there. 53 minutes, 36 seconds. So, tomorrow, I think we will talk about the stamp sets and how I have decided to store my new stamp sets. The stamp sets now, how they come in the envelopes, like this. So instead of the cases, which are like this, see, look at that. Look at the size difference. So definitely want to, and you can see it a lot better here. Yeah, see the size difference on this? Now, this is just the stamp set. This is actually, yeah, this is just the stamp set too. The dies are in another place. So I will do another video tomorrow on the stamp sets and the new cases and how they are done and how I am doing mine. So that, because I still teach classes. So that's it for tonight. Thanks so much. Let me make sure that I have hit everything that I wanted to tell you. Yeah, we'll go over the new cases tomorrow, so I'll do that tomorrow. Let's see. I think I hit everything. I should have, at least in the hour, right? So we will definitely go over how I do my stamps, and yeah, you see all my all my crazy notes. And then let's see. Like I said, if you want more information, sorry, I am really shaking the table. Sorry about that. If you want more information, or if you have questions, or if you like the ideas, please hit subscribe and give me a thumbs up. I would so appreciate that. And I want to thank you for spending time with me, especially your last hour. I'm going to hopefully get this posted, and because like I said, it is pre-recorded, so I'll get that posted tonight, and then I will see you tomorrow in the next video. Well, in the next video, it should be tomorrow though. Thanks so much, and thanks for joining me, and I will see you soon. Thanks. Now I gotta find my my mouse so I can end this. Bye guys. Thanks so much.